Okay, so this is my amazing friend, and his birthday just happens to be the day after my oldest son's. And very, very interesting person. One of the first things I did for him when I first looked at his chart was I was showing him where his first name in his chart is exactly opposite an asteroid that musical, and specifically for the flute. He is a flute player, plays an orchestra, uh, and very musically inclined. So he messaged me this morning that he's had Katy Perry's Rise in his head lately. So I decided to go ahead and take a look. We do have this full moon here tomorrow at 2 degrees 54 minutes, and that's making a sweet connection to his natal sun. Uh, but a little bit early, this Katy here in his natal chart is, 1 degree 41 minutes, and then transit Perry is only at 0 degrees 0 degrees 6 minutes. So it's just coming into this full moon. It's most important because of this progress chart, which I will show in a minute. So just a quick rundown if you haven't watched any of my videos. The inside of this wheel here, all of the glyphs and numbers are his natal positions when he was born. And on the outside, we have the transit planets up in the sky, and they go counterclockwise unless they are in retrograde or are one of the nodes, the horseshoes here, and then they go clockwise. So this is his rising. He's a Taurus rising. He is very intuitive, very musical, as I said. Struggles we get with his differentness, and that is, his Saturn is in Aquarius and his public house here, and it's just part of his journey, learning to embrace that of what is different about him. So, Rise, there is an asteroid Rise, and it connects to the North Node and the South Node right now in the sky. And North Node is the direction that we're headed in. Like I said, it goes this way. South Node goes this way, and it's our past and our comfort zone. So anyway, so the North Node is just crossing his moon, and he does have a 12th house moon, so that is ruled by this 29-degree Neptune that is part of this full moon. And it's connecting in a sextile to Jupiter right now, and also to Pluto. And this transit Katy up here, which is on his midheaven. So your midheaven is your public. It's always front and center, whatever it is, and your your most public eye. So here we are making a video, and those are connecting to his North Node path here in the 8th house of transformation. Capricorn is his career. He did just apply to go back to college again. So, all right, what's next? Now, he was born naturally with his first name here. Like I said, it's opposite that flute, but it connects to his Neptune and Uranus here in the 9th house. He does work in a law office, which is 9th house, and it gets chaotic, of course, and there's issues. But this Neptune Uranus, for his generation being so close together, it can be in different houses for different people. For my son, born the day before him, it's actually in his 4th house. But Neptune and Uranus are just a natural connection to things outside of this realm, and it may be through unexpected things. And it can be very chaotic. So, go easy on these people. They're figuring it out. Everybody likes to make fun of them, but they're on their right path. And like I said, they're connecting to his Saturn, where he's learning to be different. So Saturn's been going through his 11th house of Pisces here, just like for everybody, their Pisces house. And Saturn rules that. He's having to buckle down and be more serious about what he's going to do in life. And let's see. Mercury had crossed over his last name and his Mars. Now, Mercury rules his progressed chart, I'll show in a minute. And he naturally has Mercury in Cancer, which is intuitive, in the 3rd house that's ruled by that Mercury. And his 5th house is creativity, passions, joys, all that is ruled by this Mercury because it's in Virgo. So his rise sits here conjunct Jupiter. He is really getting messages that, it's time for him to rise up above all that he's been through and been doing. His last name here at 26 degrees is also connecting to his natal Mercury. And it's opposite Pallas, the 3rd eye. And transit Pallas here is retrograde back near his Quaoar, which is cosmic creativity and connection. That sits in here in Scorpio. He is a Pluto and Scorpio generation. And that's opposite Venus, his chart ruler. So he's getting extra large bumps right now. Wake up, pay attention. Quaoar is also connecting to Mercury in a positive trine here. That cosmic creativity and connection. Okay, then we have, I'm always going to skip over things. It's ridiculous how I do this. Pluto's retrograde here in Aquarius. Came through, we met some new people, joined some new groups, and it's going to retrograde back here into Capricorn and then come back again in the fall. So it's going to be playing over his midheaven, and he's going to decide his direction and career. And be working on a lot of different things that are ultimately going to benefit his son. And this is the house of assets and self-worth, his beliefs and values. So we're going to get through this year and we're going to come out alive and kicking. We have Chiron here in transit connecting to his KDG. I don't remember the full asteroid here, but it's making a positive trine. So I'm hoping that this video helps to support him. He knows he's naturally intuitive. It's hard sometimes to stay focused and to combine what we have to do here with all of the constant influx of information that we can get from other sources like Quaoar. Chaos is at 1 degree something here in Cancer also. So a lot of people are actually starting to connect. As a matter of fact, Chaos would be connecting to this Katy of his and anything else around 1 degree. So also with this Jupiter-Venus conjunction with this full moon with the sun is Apophis, which is a Lemurian asteroid. It's the serpent dragon of chaos. So very related to the chaos that is here. And Karma is also conjunct Jupiter and Venus. And those are opposite, of course, his Quaoar and his Pallas, connecting to it, and his Mercury. So let's see, what else? Is there anything else that, I'm sure there's something I'm missing. I could have plugged in a lot more. I'm trying to keep it a little more simple, just to cut down on my own dang confusion. But his nodes are being connected here with Perry in transit. And of course, its 8th house is ruled by this retrograde Pluto. We've got Mars had crossed over his moon. We had that Mars North Node conjunction just a few days ago. And that's pushing us in new directions because the North Node is our future path. Mercury on his last name and Mars connecting to his Venus, to his Chiron, to rise, to this Katy. And yeah, lots of connections. His descendant axis is actually conjunct my Gianna if we did synastry. And his ascendant is conjunct my 12th house Venus. So the way I met him and his mother was very, very interesting. But we always meet people for reasons. Anyway, so let's see. His first name in transit was connecting to his Mercury and to his last name and to the Quaoar Venus-Uranus conjunction here with Apophis and Karma. Okay, let's see. Katy in transit connecting to this Mercury. Anything else? I know I bounce all over the place. Just have to kind of look and match it up. I try to make it as easy. We've got Perry here at 24 degrees connecting to Uranus. You know, Uranus is the unexpected. It's your higher mind, your higher self. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the Progressed chart. Now, traditionally, astrologers will layer the Progressed chart over the natal chart or a solar return chart over the natal chart. I like to look at them separately so that I can see where the transit planets are hitting. If I layered them all together, which I've attempted a few times, it gets very confusing for me to try to explain it. If you're an astrologer and you kind of know what you're doing, feel free. So in his progressed chart, he's now just becoming a progressed first name Cancer, conjunct the South Node, opposite his North Node here in Capricorn. So he's just starting out on his career path. Chaos has been kind of messing with him, going back and forth. And his first name here, of course, is connecting to this 29-degree Jupiter that's sitting on his progressed Mars in the 12th house. And the 12th house is, related to the intuition, the metaphysical, as well as many other things. The sun had just crossed over his Mars. So when he said that he's been having this in his head lately, it's just kind of activating it. It's connecting to this transit Perry to transit Neptune here at 29 degrees, making a challenging square here to his first name and his North Node path. He's been trying to put a lot of decision into what what direction he's heading next. Then this Katy here is at 29 degrees. This Katy here in transit 052. And Pallas here, very close, connecting with these 29s and zeros, just a couple of degrees. His progressed rise, if you remember from the natal chart, connects to his first name. That's at the same degree in Gemini, and now it's connecting here to his last name. So his first name and his last name are being connected to in the progressed chart and natal chart combination. His vertex, Destiny's Gateway, his last name is on his anti-vertex. Just passed over it. He's been working with his dad's family a lot lately, I believe. So that's connecting to his Saturn. Saturn does rule the father. Mars here, making that karmic inconjunct to rise. And connecting to his 8th house Neptune. So, let's see. Then we have his progressed Quaoar here at 26 degrees, connecting to the progressed Katy at 2759. So that also all connects to the Pallas, his progressed ascendant and descendant, which his last name is just coming on to now. And his progressed Venus, which of course rules his natal chart. It's not his progressed Venus, transit Venus here, 2743 conjunct Jupiter, is connecting here to all of these that are in purple. Okay, then we have this Katy here, 1747, also connecting to his last name and all the other 1617s that I just pointed out. We have this Katy's just crossing over his moon here pretty soon. I don't know when he'll actually watch this video and approve the release of it public. He stays busy. It's connecting to his Chiron here. To this progressed Katy. Pluto is actually connecting to, I got confused here for a second. Where's Pluto in here? There it is. Okay, so this Katy here at 2 degrees is connecting to Pluto here in his 8th house. And Pluto rules his 8th house. Let's see. Yeah, you can just kind of see how everything just really, when it's time, things match up, and we generally, we don't, oh well, I have this song in my head, and a lot of people don't think anything of it. But I've been for years now charting the most random things, and I've learned how to spot it and how to see that it's always just right on time for us. So if there's really just one big lesson that I have for everyone is relax. You're not going to miss what's meant for you. So much of what we believe doesn't even have to be, with all the division and hatred and stubbornness, but it's still going to happen, unfortunately. So we just kind of get through it. This full moon here also is making a positive trine to his progressed sun. So I hope this helps him out. I hope I was able to show a few very interesting things, and thank you for watching.